broadcasting from Provo, Utah, probably one of the cities that sucks the most in the world. In Arcadia, apartments number 8. To anyone who has an internet connection, welcome to the greatest internet show created in YouTube. This is your host, Fernando Reina. Hi guys, welcome to my internet show, Truestory. This is Fernando, and let me tell you what is this all about. This is my show, a show exclusive of YouTube, and the reason because it's exclusive of YouTube is because no television program will hire me to work for them. So this is the deal. You send me a video response with stories about yourself. It can be anything. Probably you were abducted by aliens or kidnapped by drug dealers, or probably you were with your friends driving like crazy and you got in a really bad car accident. This program has only one rule. In your video response, you can't put in your video response, "It happened to a friend of my friend." Those video responses won't be shown in the program. We don't want them. We want a story about yourself, and that's what makes this show so great, because the star is you. So stay tuned, subscribe, and enjoy the show. So I have a true story I want to share for the first show of True Story. I'm going to share a few more stories about myself, but by far this one is the weirdest thing that has ever happened to me. And it also is kind of like an example of what you can share in the show. And everything happened when I got this job like security guard in a local business back in Mexico. What I had to do is just pretty much stay over the night in the business, making sure that anything wrong happened to the business. It was my Thursday, so when I go back home, my mom was doing laundry. And I say hi to my mom. I went to my room and I was getting ready to bed. When I was getting ready for bed, I was able to hear the noise of the washing machine going kind of like that. That was my washing machine. I didn't care. I put myself in bed, and a few minutes later, after being in bed, I started feeling like if I was sinking on the bed, like if the mattress were sucking my body. And this actually was feeling kind of nice, you know, like sleeping in a cloud. That was a pretty nice feeling. Then I started hearing the noise of the washing machine going like when you watch a movie in slow motion. The noise was like if you were watching a movie in slow motion, kind of like so that happened. This wasn't scary at all, because I have some similar stuff back in those days, so I really wasn't scared. Heard a really annoying noise right in my ears, and the closest noise I can tell you is like an air conditioner or a blower going off in my ears, like I wasn't able to move, to wake up, to stand up, to yell, to talk, to do anything about it. So the only thing that I was able to do was kind of like trying to relax, to don't pay attention to the noise. So that was the only thing I was able to do. So I did it. I tried to relax. I don't have any words to say what was going on in my head because of that noise. And suddenly the noise stopped, and I was sleeping and I had my eyes closed. And then I felt how the lights of my room went on. Really bright lights. And even though I had my eyes closed, I was able to see my room with my eyes closed. And what I was seeing was my room with mirrors around my room. And I remember some golden frames on the corners. Then I felt like levitating. I got my visual help. I was lying. This is my visual help. So this is my head, and these are my feet. So I start feeling like levitating, but turning to the right at the same time. And at the same time I was seeing tons of reflections of myself on these mirrors. Like anywhere I would turn my sight, somehow I was able to choose into what direction I wanted to see, even though I had my eyes closed. But I could see endless, tons, millions of reflections of myself in these mirrors. I kept levitating, so I went from this position right over here, like this is the original position I was on my bed, and then I levitated all the way like this, and when I got into this position I could see myself sleeping on the bed. It wasn't through a mirror, or it wasn't a reflection, it was actually me. It was the bed, and around that bed I saw all the other reflections on the mirrors. So when this happened, the lights went off. Like in 3 seconds I go back to my original position, and I didn't wake up right after this happened. So then I just fall asleep like most people does all the time. What really happened, I don't know. Was it a dream? Maybe. Some people may think, or this is my personal opinion, that my spirit left my body for a few seconds, but I really can't tell for sure what really happened. I am not a scientist. I'm somewhat skeptic about this kind of stuff, but I really can't tell exactly if I really wasn't dreaming, or if actually my spirit got out of my body. So this is what happened. This is the story I wanted to share for the first show of Truestory. Let me know what you think. Send me some feedback, but most important, send me your own story for the show. So let's move on with the show. What's coming up next is the fan of the week, but I have zero fans, and I have zero subscribers, and I don't even have the page yet. But for next week on this spot I have the fan of the week, so this is fan of the week time. Yeah. But we're gonna skip that part for this time, just for this time. For next week I have an amazing story. You cannot miss the next show. You really can't. It's a story about a guy that let his best friend die. It's an amazing story. I haven't talked to the guy for the show. I couldn't get a hold of him, but for next week I have his story. So see you next week, same channel. I don't know which time, your own time, but the same channel in the same place, YouTube. Stay tuned and please subscribe.